Well, good morning. I'm out with a familiar face, somebody that you've probably seen before on the channel. Buzzing to be back out with Shaun. We've not been out together for a long time, so not actually seen each other for a long time, so really excited to be back out today. We have a lovely sea on. We're out after cod. We are trying dongle rigs, so we'll see how we get on. We've just put the first cast out now, so early doors, but we'll see how we get on today. We're out for the long haul. Hopefully we can get a few fish. We're going to kind of go through everything that we're doing today. Shaun has concocted up a few rigs last night. I think he's fishing a mixture of dongle rigs to see how they get on. It's got to be a thing for hook presentation, surely, right?
I think the dongle works in loads of ways, but for me it's hook presentation and then obviously the hook hold.
Yeah.
You know, 9 times out of 10 when we've used them, especially on the west coast, you're always getting them in the scissors and the hard bits of the mouth. So, and then if you're catching the smaller fish, it makes them easier to release, you know, you're not gut hooking fish. Yeah. Which is always good. It's kind of year, but yeah, no, see what they're like today. Fishing the sea looks fantastic, so get a few fish out today. It must be not our time, because it does look really good for sure.
So we've come out with, we'll pan round and show you everything that's going on, and we'll go through our setups. We'll talk you through what we're using today. So I'll just go through one of the rigs I've tied up for today. This one is a one-piece pulley rig tied up with Varavas rig shock. I've got the standard rotten bottom set up with a splashdown, upside down bait clip, so that you can clip your lead down and obviously cast, and then it releases on impact. Down at the actual hook end, I've got a Rapala knot tied onto a 2-0, no, that's actually a 3-0 Cedra octopus hook, tied onto a 3-0 Cedra octopus hook with a short piece of 300-pound braid with a couple of knots tied in the middle, and then I've just got a fast link at the end for clipping this down. So I'm going to put worm baits on this one. It's a little bit longer, so I'm going to put a couple of black lug on and I'll show you that once it's all done and ready. Hoping that we get deep hook hold. Once these fish take the baits, you've normally got a decent hook set with these circle hooks anyway, so the second hook really is a moot point. I don't think it's required. So we're going to find out today if these are going to work for us or not. Be quite interesting, I think, Shaun, yeah? Shaun?
Yeah, just 2 black lug, simply just banded up nice and tightly together. Same as yourself, 300-pound braid. I just put a little bead on the bottoms to stop it slipping off in the cast if you're making them a little bit bigger or you're cocktailing them up. But, very simple bait. And obviously you get that key presentation, just follow the hook, and yeah, we're looking for the hook in your rig, so you can give it a good bang. Nice and simple, give it a go.
So there we go, that's one ready to go. You can see the 3-0 circle hook at the top, leading down to the fast link clipped into the splashdown. Short pulley rigs, one piece configuration, nice simple stuff. But 80 pound snood, because you don't want to be messing around here. Obviously if you do hook a big fish, you want to be able to get it back through it, so I think that presents really well. I think it looks as you would expect a lugworm to look, so hopefully we will find out if the fish are going to agree. I'm getting my first bite of the session, so we're going to see if there's anything on the other end. Hopefully we've got a fish. Quite a savage bite, so we'll see if anything's connected. Yes. Tell you what, that is one fat codlin. My word, that couldn't have had much more in its belly if it tried. Yes, so first chuck, first fish. Not a monster, but this one has been eating 10 Weetabix for its breakfast, I think. It's so yes, I'm going to get this one unhooked and I'll quickly get another bait back out. That was just half a cart wing.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh. Time to try the dongle, let's see.
Nicely hooked as well.
As you can see, a lovely sea on just now. I'm actually getting a bite just there. Definitely this one needs to go to Slimming World, I think. It's, I don't know what it's been eating. It's absolutely stuffed. Some of the fish open up sand eels, so it might just be a belly full of sand eel, or it could be lug. There's there are worm beds off this coastline as well, so yeah, Shaun's just had a clunking bite there. Hopefully it connects. Yeah, it's still there.
No, missed it. Missed it, mate.
Did you? Yeah, unfortunately missed that one. Sometimes that's just the way it goes though. You get these spirited takes and they just sort of rip off. It's all trial and tribulation with these dongle rigs. We'll see how they get on. A little bit until I get a bit more confidence in the dongle rigs, so I'm going to try one dongle and then the next chuck I'm going to fish a standard trace. So the way I like to set up my pulley rigs, I use a little bit of tubing, a 3/0 Cedar octopus hook, and then I use a 4/0 short shank wide gape on the point. I find this one's a little bit longer. I guess it's about 3 foot in total length or so.
Yeah, so I'm just going to chuck on a little bit of well, I've actually got some really nice razor fish, really big nice razor. I'm just going to chuck on a little bit of razor and half a cart wing. To try something a little bit different than what we put on earlier. Presentation, one of the little tricks for using a sloppier bait or any kind of shellfish, you just twist up a paper clip around your bottom hook. It just gives something to push it onto the hook, and then also keeps your hook point proud. Then I usually use the bait mate tool. Just keep everything nice and streamlined, and again, it's just one of that things that just really helps with the hook point, keeping it proud of the bait. Binds up everything nice and compact. Just put a little bit of wing on the back. Some people think less is more with bait elastic and more is more, but especially on the sloppier baits, it just kind of keeps everything nice. And just pull off like that, pull our top hook down, finishes off with a nice little cod bait like that. Your hook point's sitting exactly where you want them to be, out and proud, and you know there's not going to turn into the bait. It's just
right. So I'm just going to try another dongle bait, get another bait made up. This one is, I've already put a little bit of lug on, and I'm just putting a section of bluey on the back of that. It's head and gills, so lots of scent in this part. So I'm just going to use the baitmate tool to actually give the bait a little bit of form. Shaun is looking to develop a dongle baitmate, as there seems to be a bit of a demand for that, and so we'll see what happens. Might see a release soon, Shaun, yeah?
Yeah, prototypes are well underway, but
so just again, just using that to give it a little bit of form, straighten it out, because I hate a banana shaped bait. That's exactly why we have these baitmate tools. So there we go, a lovely bait just ready to go.
just didn't hook up.
Unfortunately the rain's coming on now, so the footage is probably just going to be in between showers or when we land fish. So we'll kind of film a little bit more sparingly. Don't want to end up getting everything soaked.
Yeah, so it's just a standard single piece pulley, £80 straight onto your Rapala type knot, and it's a full circle hook there. We've got, I think it's a 2, and I've got a little bit of bluey, some laserfish, and just a little splash of carp. Get some cocktails out there, try and get some scent trail going, and hopefully it produces the goods. Give it a go.
Well, as you can see, it's absolutely lovely weather. We're drowned, like 2 drowned rats. But at least we've had a cup of fish, you know. I think sometimes you can take these things a bit too seriously. We're just happy to get the blank off. So anyway, we're having some fine dining out in the rocks. Some brie and cranberry sandwiches. Mega. Can't beat it. Our pal is still with us. Up there. It's seen another fish come in, so it's thinking its quid's in. It's got a good chance. Yes, dreadful weather. We've got like a waterfall developing behind us here, so we can't film too much, but we'll be back when we've got the big one. So we are gradually losing light now. Soon be time to get the head torches out. Sun's setting behind us. And fingers crossed, you know, things have livened up a little bit. Certainly a few more fish around. Shaun had a fish, lost one, and I lost one on the surface. So yeah, it's all. We've kind of just ditched the dongles. We have found that they haven't really been working for us, so we've just kind of gone back to standard Pennel pulley rigs. Might revisit at some point, but maybe it's just something we do on the west coast instead, I don't know. You can see our pal still here with us, contemplating eating one of our baits, no doubt. As filming conditions are quite poor, and the camera is getting a thrashing here anytime I bring it out, I'm going to pop it away. We'll bring you back, hopefully the rain will clear and we can get a few fish and show you those. So we'll be back. Ready now. Gonna have a little bit of fun. Play with a 2-hook loop rig, just with little lug baits. Clip down, whack it out. See if we can find something interesting, or a haddock or something like that. More interestingly, in recent times on this coastline there's been haddocks showing. For what reason we don't know. It maybe has something to do with the wind turbines. See what that does. Snag. Note to self, always put a rotten bottom on. That was hellish trying to pull for a brake. Leader ended up parting, so I was going to swap that out for a fresh one. But yeah, rookie mistake. I just mentioned the clean ground, must have found the one snag out there, so loop rig is gone. Back to big baits, I think, and rotten bottom links. There. See, Shaun's just keeping his tip out and just winding, which is the best thing you can do in scenarios like this. There we go. Nice result for Shaun there. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. There we go. Nice little fish, stuffed, absolutely stuffed full. Supremely clean. That's it. I'm not sure I'll lift it. Okay. The bubble. I had to give Shaun a bit of a hand with this one. Talk about adrenaline. Wow, son.